game so far, next to the gameplay. And the graphics and the story and the color grading of that's on the characters. I also noticed how the color goes more grim after the time jump when the Avengers have disbanded, when it's just you following Kamala Khan as Bruce Banner, and also when he turns into a Hulk after he gets shot by these drones and he has to fight the Hulk. And yeah, I noticed that but it still looks like color. Why couldn't and I'm thinking, why can't the Avengers film look this beautiful? It's almost like the Avengers MCU's Avengers hate me because I want the films to look nice, because I want the films to look pretty, because I want to look like sex appealing, especially when you have Scarlett Johansson on screen, or any hot girl on screen, like the Scarlet Witch character, which or Maria Hill, or any attractive girl, especially Scarlett Johansson. I think, this, so far, is better than Spider-Man PS4 in every way, and so far, it's better than the first two Telltale Batman games, which I consider those three are the best comic games I've ever played. I haven't played The Walking Dead Telltales, but I heard good things about it. So what I'm trying to say is, this is the best comic game I've ever played in my life. Before it was Batman the Enemy was in, which was season 2 of Telltales. And the second best would be Batman Telltale Season 1. And the third best is Spider-Man PS4. Mostly because when I was playing the game, I noticed there's a big flaw that no one really talks about. Okay, when you get your new suit, before you get your new suit that's designed by Octavius, before he becomes Dr. Octopus, before he goes nuts and evil, he finds out that Peter Parker is Spider-Man, and it's in the main storyline. And so, in return, he decides to keep Parker's identity secret, that he'll keep him secret from the world, knowing that he's Spider-Man, knowing that Peter found out and Peter knows that Dr. T knows that he's Spider-Man. Because when he saw Peter resting, came in the room, so Peter sleeping on the couch, and then saw the Spider-Man costume, and he got caught, and he thought, okay, this makes so much sense why you're late most of the time. That makes a lot of sense. And he's grateful for that, more grateful and appreciates Peter more as a friend, and feels like he can trust him more, knowing that he's out there doing the right thing, risking his life on the line as Spider-Man. It feels like he can understand, gives him a really good excuse why he's late on almost all of our projects whenever he's testing stuff out. And then, later on in the game, Otto has complete amnesia, assumably, and so does Peter. And when Otto reveals himself as his villain part, he says to Peter in Spider-Man costume, and this after he knows he's Spider-Man. That was real early on in the game, very early on in the game, on the first mission level. He doesn't know who Spider-Man is. And Peter Parker knows that Octavius doesn't know who Spider-Man really is, who's secret that Peter and Parker are the same people. Then I saw the third act of this game, and then it's revealed later that Otto was just messing with Peter and lying to him, manipulating him, because he knew that Peter Parker and Spider-Man were the same people, and yet he was going to kill. And yet he kind of ties his reputation and says that he's responsible for basically the developers, which was the game version of the plague, and I mean, he's poisoned because of it and dying because of it. So Peter's reasonably pissed off, and when he then he says yells to get mad at Octavius, saying, you know, he beats the shit out of him. So it's I haven't played that whole game yet, so I don't know if it explains why he doesn't remember his C-Ride name, but it's just so confusing. It gives my brain a bit of a nut. So, I hope this Avenger game doesn't do that same, like, you know, give our characters amnesia when you explain something really important in the game and you make your characters forget about it. That's part of the character growth. So that's my only concern. I'm hoping that this will not take inspiration from the story of Spider-Man PS4, because it's better to play than it's to watch the story, because the story doesn't really make sense once you put it to thought that Octavius finding out the PS Spider-Man, then forgets later in the game that he is Spider-Man and doesn't have any memory of it, and he's just Peter. Then in the third act, you realize he didn't know who Peter and Spider-Man were the same thing, and then Peter finds out. It gives my head a headache when you think about it, though. So far, this is a better story than Spider-Man PS4, like a serious amount better. And that's all I gotta say, okay?